Alright, let's explain everything in even simpler and more detailed steps, as if I'm talking to someone learning this for the first time. 1. Alloy. Alloy means mixing metals together to make something stronger or better. Think of it like mixing ingredients to make a new recipe. When you mix flour, sugar and eggs, you get a cake. Similarly, when you mix metals, you get a new material called an alloy. Examples of Gupta coins made with alloys. Gold coins. The Gupta kings used gold, but they mixed it with a little silver and copper to make the coins stronger and less expensive. Silver coins. These were mostly silver, but a lot of copper was mixed in to make the silver last longer. They also had less than 1% gold in them. Copper coins. These coins were made of nearly 100% pure copper, meaning no other metal was mixed. Lead coins. The Gupta kings also used lead, but sometimes they mixed it with tin to make the coins harder. Why mix metals? 1. To save money. Pure gold and silver are expensive. 2. To make coins stronger. Pure metals can break easily. 3. To make coins look better. Some alloys shine more.
2. Biruda.
A biruda is a special title that kings gave themselves to show how powerful or important they were. It's like a nickname or a medal for being great. Example from the Gupta kings. Chandragupta II, a famous Gupta king, called himself Vikramaditya. This title means son of power or heroic son. Other Gupta kings also used the same title later because it was famous and showed greatness. Why use birudas? 1. To show their power and achievements. 2. To remind people of famous ancestors, past kings. Think of it like calling someone the Great or the Champion. Even if the name is reused, it still sounds grand.
3. Bust.
A bust means the head and neck of a person, like what you see in a photo of just someone's face and shoulders. On coins, a bust shows the king's face, either from the side, called a profile view, from the front, called a frontal view. Why put a bust on coins? 1. To show who is the ruler of the kingdom. 2. To make coins more personal and important by adding the king's face. Example, if you look at a coin and see a king's face on it, that's the king's bust. It tells you that this coin was made during the king's rule. 4. Class. Class is a way to group coins that look similar. Imagine sorting coins by their size, small or big, their weight, light or heavy, the metal they're made of, gold, silver, copper or lead, the pictures or designs on them like animals, kings or symbols. Example, some Gupta coins had pictures of horses on them. If you find many coins with horses, you can call them a horse class. A special class of coins called Ashvamedha type had pictures of horses used in an ancient royal ritual. Grouping coins into classes makes it easier to study them and understand their history. 5. Copper plate is like a metal sheet where important information was written. Kings used copper plates to record. 1. Land gifts. If a king gave land to someone, they wrote the details on a copper plate. 2. Promises or orders. The king's decisions were written here for proof. Why copper plates? Copper doesn't get destroyed easily, so the writing would last a long time. It was like an official certificate to prove ownership or a gift. Example, imagine a king giving land to a farmer. The king would write something like, "This land belongs to farmer X, gifted by the king." The farmer could keep the copper plate to show everyone it was official. Summary, with a fun analogy. Think of coins as small stories made of metal. Each part of the coin tells us something about the king and their kingdom. 1. Alloy. The recipe of metals used to make the coin, like ingredients in a cake. 2. Biruda, the king's nickname or title, like calling someone the Great. 3. Bust, the king's face on the coin, like a photo ID. 4. Class, a group of coins that look alike, like putting all horse pictures in one group. 5. Copper plate, a metal sheet with important messages, like an old certificate or receipt. Now, every time you see an ancient coin, you'll understand what it's trying to tell you. Let me know if you'd like more examples or details. Let's break down everything step by step in the simplest and easiest way possible. Imagine I'm teaching you like you're learning this for the first time. Let's begin.
How one? Dinara.
A dinara was the gold coin used by the Kushanas and Gupta kings. The name dinara came from the Roman coin called the denarius. Why did they use the name dinara? The Romans were very famous for their gold and silver coins. The Gupta kings admired their coins and borrowed the name dinara for their own gold coins. Example: imagine the Romans had a gold coin called denarius, and the Guptas liked it so much they said, let's name our gold coin something similar. So they called their gold coins dinara.
2.
Double struck. A double struck coin is a coin that shows a double image or two impressions because the coin was hit twice by mistake during the minting process. How coins were made. 1. They took a flat metal disc called a flan and placed it between two dies. The obverse die was for the front design, the reverse die was for the back design. 2. They hit it with a hammer to press the design onto both sides. 3. If the dies shifted or the coin was hit twice, it created a double impression. This is called a double struck coin. Example: imagine stamping a piece of paper with a rubber stamp. If you accidentally move the stamp and stamp it again, you get two blurry images. That's what happened with some Gupta coins.
Dates.
Dates, numbers showing the year the coin was made, were rare on Gupta coins. Gold coins never had dates. Silver coins, dates were written on the front side, obverse. Lead coins, dates were found on both sides, front and back. Sometimes the dates were hidden in the scroll designs, making them hard to see. Example: imagine a coin with small numbers written on it, like year 50. That's the date, but not all coins had it. Only silver and lead coins had these rare dates. Hammer 4. A flan is the blank metal disc that is turned into a coin. Before a coin has any design, it starts as a plain flat disc. The flan is then stamped with a design using the dies, one for the front and one for the back. For example, think of it like baking cookies. Before you decorate them, they're just plain round cookies. Similarly, before a coin gets its design, it's just a blank disc called a flan.
5.
Gresham's law explains what happens when two coins with the same face value, worth the same amount, have different purity levels. One has more gold or silver than the other. What happens? People keep the higher quality coin, the one with more gold or silver, because it's more valuable. They spend the lower quality coin, the one with less gold or silver, because it's worth less. Eventually, the better coin disappears from the market because people either save it or melt it down to make more coins. Example: imagine you have two coins. 1, a shiny gold coin with 90% gold. 2, a dull gold coin with 50% gold. If both coins are worth $10, which one would you? Most shiny 90% gold coin because it's worth more in gold. They would spend the dull coin instead. Over time, the shiny coins would disappear. Summary of terms. Let's review everything in the simplest way. 1. Dinara, a gold coin used by Gupta kings, named after the Roman coin denarius. 2. Double struck, a mistake during minting that made a coin show a double image. 3. Dates, numbers showing the year on coins. Very rare and found only on silver and lead coins, not gold. 4. Flan, the blank metal disc used to make coins, like a plain cookie before it's decorated. 5. Gresham's law, a rule that says people keep the better quality coin and spend the lower quality one, so the good coins disappear. Fun analogy to remember: coins are like cookies. 1. A flan is the plain cookie before decoration. 2. A double-struck coin is like stamping two designs on a cookie by accident. 3. Dates on coins are like writing the year you baked the cookies. 4. Gresham's law is like saving the best-looking cookie for yourself and giving the less tasty one to someone else. 5. A dinara is like naming your cookie after someone else's famous cookie recipe. Let me know if you want me to explain that even more deeply. Let me explain this step by step in the simplest way possible. Imagine I'm telling you the story as if we are looking at the coin together. Let's start. 1. Gupta Empire and battles. The Gupta Empire became powerful by fighting battles. Kings fought wars to expand their land and to protect their kingdom. The coin, Chhatra type. This coin is called the Chhatra type coin. Chhatra means umbrella or parasol, which is a symbol of royalty. What is on the coin? The coin shows King Chandragupta II, also known as Vikramaditya. He was a great king of the Gupta Empire. He is standing on a battlefield because he is ready for war. How is the king dressed? The king is wearing jewels, fancy ornaments, and carrying a sword, a weapon for battle. Behind the king, there is an attendant, a helper, holding a parasol over his head. The parasol shows that the king is important and royal.
3 yajna.
Fire ritual. In the coin, the king is shown dropping oblations, offerings like ghee, grains or herbs, into a yakunda, a sacred fire. This fire is part of a ritual, a religious ceremony. The king is praying to the gods to get their blessings before going to war. Why did the king perform this ritual? The king believed the gods would help him if he prayed before going to fight. This ritual was like asking for good luck and victory in the battle. Number 4. The Battle for Gujarat. The coin was made around 400 CE, about 1600 years ago. At that time, Chandragupta II's army was fighting a war to capture the Gujarat region. Gujarat was ruled by the Western Kshatrapas, another powerful kingdom. Chandragupta II wanted to defeat them and take control of Gujarat. Did he win? Yes. Chandragupta II and his army defeated the Western Kshatrapas and added Gujarat to the Gupta Empire. High 5. Why is this coin important? This coin is not just money. It tells a story. It shows the king's bravery and faith in the gods. It shows how important rituals were to the Gupta kings. It also shows royal symbols like the parasol, which tell us about the king's power. Example to help you understand. Imagine a superhero getting ready for a big fight. 1. Before the fight, the superhero prays for strength and luck. 2. The superhero wears a special costume, like the king wearing jewels and a sword. The superhero has a team member holding a special symbol, like the parasol. Finally, the superhero wins the fight and saves the city, like the king winning Gujarat. This is what the coin shows about King Chandragupta II. He was like the superhero of his time, getting ready for an epic battle and praying for victory. Najra 6. What can we learn from this coin? Coins can tell us about history, kings and their customs. They are like tiny history books, showing us how people lived and thought long ago. This coin shows us the importance of war for expanding kingdoms, the importance of rituals and religion in the lives of kings, the art and design of the Gupta. Let me know if you want to know more. Let me explain this step by step using simple words in the easiest way possible, as if you are completely new to this topic. Let's dive in and uncover the story of the Gupta dynasty together.
1.
What happened before the Guptas? Before the Guptas, another dynasty called the Kushana dynasty ruled North India. This dynasty was very powerful and controlled the region for about 200 years. But by the end of the 3rd century AD, about 1700 years ago, the Kushana dynasty started to fall apart. Their control over North India weakened. Many small kingdoms and states came into existence trying to take control. Now, Shatu, what is a power vacuum? When a powerful ruler or dynasty falls, no one is left to take charge immediately. This creates a power vacuum, which means there is no strong leader or empire. Example, imagine if the principal of a school suddenly left and no one replaced them right away. Different teachers or students might try to take control, but no one is truly in charge. Number 3. Magadha region, Eastern India. One important area during this time was the Magadha region. This was in Eastern India, a place known for its rich culture and history. Many powerful kingdoms in Indian history had started here, like the Mauryan Empire earlier. But in the 3rd century AD, we don't know who exactly controlled Magadha. Number 4. The rise of the Gupta dynasty. Around the 4th century AD, the Gupta kings rose to power. They became strong rulers who controlled most of northwest, central and eastern India. They were like a big umbrella, uniting many smaller kingdoms into one large empire. The Gupta Empire became famous for its wealth, culture and art.
5.
Where did the Gupta dynasty start? The original home of the Guptas is believed to be in the Kashi-Ayodhya-Patliputra region. Kashi is modern-day Varanasi. Ayodhya is in modern Uttar Pradesh and is famous for being the city of Rama. Patliputra is now called Patna in Bihar. Based on coin discoveries, historians think the Gupta capital was probably around Kashi and Kanauj, not Pataliputra as earlier believed. 6. What do coins tell us? Historians have found many coins and sealings, small stamps used for official purposes, linked to the Gupta kings. These coins were mostly found in places like Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab. This suggests that the early Guptas were active in these regions. Find spot analysis. This means looking at where the coins were found to figure out the history of the dynasty. For the Guptas, most coins were found in the Kashi-Kanauj region, which suggests that this was their original home. 7. Why are the Guptas important? The Gupta dynasty united a large part of India under their rule. They were known for their great achievements in art, beautiful paintings and sculptures, science, advances in astronomy and mathematics like the concept of zero, famous works like Kalidasa's plays. This period is called the Golden Age of India because of how much progress was made. 8. Simplified example to understand. Imagine a group of kids playing in a park. The Kushana dynasty was like the biggest kid who ruled the park for a long time. One day, this big kid left the park. Now, smaller kids started fighting over who should take control of the swings, slides and sandbox. This created a power vacuum. Then a new kid named Gupta came in, became very powerful and united all the other kids under his leadership. He made the park beautiful again, introduced new games and became known as the best leader. This is how the Gupta dynasty rose to power and became one of the most important empires in Indian history. Let me know if you want to learn more about their achievements or kings. Let's break this down step by step in the simplest way possible so you can understand everything clearly, even if you have no prior knowledge. Let's learn how Gupta coins give us clues about ancient Indian history. 1. What are Gupta coins? Gupta coins are the gold and silver coins issued by the Gupta kings between the 4th and 6th centuries AD. These coins were used as money to buy things, trade goods and pay taxes. But they were not just money. These coins also tell us stories about the Gupta Empire. 2. How do coins help us learn history? Coins are like tiny time machines that can tell us about the past. They reveal 1. The economy. Coins show how rich or poor the empire was. If the coins were made of pure gold or silver, it shows the empire was wealthy. If they were mixed with cheaper metals like copper, it could mean the economy was weaker. 2. Religious beliefs. The designs on the coins sometimes show gods and goddesses. This tells us which religions the kings and people followed. Example. Gupta coins often show Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, or Kartikeya of war. 3. Empire expansion. The find spots where coins are discovered tell us how far the empire expanded. If Gupta coins are found in a faraway region, it shows the empire had control there. 4. Cultural influences. The designs and inscriptions on coins show if the Guptas were influenced by other cultures, like the Romans or the Kushanas. 3. What information can we get from Gupta coins? Coins can give us a lot of details. Let's look at them one by one. 1. Weight and purity. Coins are weighed to check how much gold or silver they contain. Example. A coin with 90% gold shows the king had access to gold mines and wealth. 2. Designs. The pictures on the coins show what the king wanted people. Example. A coin showing a king holding a bow and arrow means the king was a warrior. 3. Inscriptions, writings. Many coins have names, titles, or messages written on them. Example, the title Vikramaditya on a coin shows the king was brave and victorious. 4. Number of coins minted. If a lot of coins were made during a king's reign, it shows that trade and the economy were doing well. Now 4. Coins as time capsules. Coins are like time capsules, small objects that hold important information from the past. They tell us about how strong the economy was, rich or poor, what the kings achieved, victories or conquests, the beliefs of the people, religions and gods. Have 5. Examples of Gupta coins. Let's look at 2 types of Gupta coins and what they tell us. 1. Gold coins. Gupta gold coins were very pure, showing how rich the empire was. Many gold coins show kings performing yajnas, rituals, which tells us they believed in Hindu traditions. 2. Silver coins. Gupta silver coins were often found in areas where they conquered new territories, like Western India. This shows the empire was expanding and gaining control over new regions. 6. Other sources of history. Coins are just one piece of the puzzle. Other sources include 1. Sculptures, temples and statues also tell us about ancient beliefs and kings. Example, statues of gods like Vishnu or Shiva found in Gupta temples. 2. Inscriptions, written records on stones or copper plates. These often mention land grants or achievements of kings. 3. Literature. Ancient books and texts, like Kalidasa's plays, show the culture and traditions of the time. 7. An easy example to understand. Imagine a detective solving a mystery. Coins are like clues the detective finds. By looking at a coin's weight, design and writing, the detective learns how rich the kingdom was, gold purity, what the king believed in, religious symbols, how far the kingdom reached, where the coin was found. When the detective collects all the clues, coins, sculptures, inscriptions, they get a clear picture of the Gupta Empire. 8. Why are Gupta coins special? Gupta coins are some of the most beautiful and detailed coins in Indian history. They not only served as money, but also told the story of a powerful empire that ruled much of India. 9. Summary. Coins from the Gupta Empire are like tiny history books. They tell us about 1. The economy, rich or poor. 2. Religious beliefs, which gods were worshipped. 3. Empire expansion, where the Guptas ruled. 4. Cultural influences, ideas from other regions. Other sources like sculptures and literature add to the story, but coins give us a direct and physical link to the past. Let me know if you'd like to explore specific coins or other Gupta achievements. Let's go into even more detail while keeping it simple, step by step. We are discussing how the Gupta kings reused names like Chandragupta and Kumaragupta, how their coins were designed, and why this causes for historians today. I'll explain everything clearly and expand where needed. 1. Reusing names in the Gupta dynasty. During the Gupta Empire, around 4th to 6th century AD, kings often reused the names of earlier successful kings. For example, several kings called themselves Chandragupta, others used the name Kumaragupta. These names were famous and people already respected them. Reusing these names helped the kings, 1. Show that they were part of the same great dynasty. 2. Gain the trust and respect of the people. 2. Why reusing names was a clever idea. 1. People were illiterate. Most people in ancient India couldn't read or write. They recognized names and symbols from tradition. If a king used a well-known name like Chandragupta, it reassured people that this king was strong and trustworthy, just like the earlier Chandragupta. 2. Stability in troubled times. When a king reused a famous name, it gave the impression that the kingdom was stable and connected to its glorious past. Even if there were challenges like invasions or internal problems, people felt that the dynasty was strong. 3. Coins and their similar designs. The Gupta kings issued coins that followed a common pattern. Most coins had images of the king doing something special, like performing a ritual or holding weapons. Religious symbols such as the goddess Lakshmi, goddess of Kartikeya, god of war. Inscriptions or names written on them. Why this was important. Coins were not just money, they were like advertisements for the king's power, religion, and achievements. They told people, 1, who the king was, 2, what the king believed in, religion, 3, how powerful the king was, victories.
Why?
This confuses historians. Historians today face problems when studying Gupta coins and inscriptions because of A. Reused names. Many kings used the same name, so it's hard to know which king issued a specific coin or wrote an inscription. Example, a coin says Chandra on it, but which Chandragupta does it belong to? 1. Chandragupta I, the founder of the Gupta Empire. 2. Chandragupta II, the famous king called Vikramaditya. 3. A later king like Chandragupta III or Chandragupta IV. Similar coin designs. Gupta coins followed a fixed style. Kings often copied the designs of earlier kings. This makes it hard to tell which king minted the coin. See incomplete information. Some coins only show part of the king's name or title, making it even harder to identify them. Example, a coin might only say Chandra but not the full name. D. Historians' guesswork. Because Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, was the most famous king, historians often assume coins with Chandra were issued by him. But this might not always be correct. Other kings named Chandragupta might have issued those coins too.
5.
A famous example, the Marauli Iron Pillar inscription. Marauli Iron Pillar, located in Delhi, has an inscription mentioning a king named Chandra. Historians aren't sure which Chandragupta this refers to. 1. Was it Chandragupta I, the founder of the Gupta dynasty? 2. Was it Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, the famous king? 3. Or was it another king who reused the name Chandragupta?
That's 6.
The case of Kumaragupta coins. The same problem happens with the name Kumaragupta. Many kings in the Gupta dynasty called themselves Kumaragupta. Coins with the name Kumaragupta could belong to 1. Kumaragupta 2. Kumaragupta 2, 3, Kumaragupta 3. Historians have trouble which coins belong to which Kumaragupta. 7. Why coins matter for history. Coins are not just money, they are like little time capsules. They tell us about the 1. Economy, how rich or poor the empire was. 2. Religion, what gods or rituals the king believed in. 3. Empire's size. Coins found in faraway places show how far the empire's influence reached. 4. King's achievements. Inscriptions on coins often describe victories or titles of the king. 8. A simple analogy to understand the problem. Imagine you're a teacher with 3 students named Aryan. Each Aryan submits homework, but they only write their first name. You don't know which Aryan did which homework. You try to guess based on handwriting or answers, but you're not sure. This is like the problem historians face with Gupta coins. They have to figure out which king issued the coins based on incomplete information. 9 key points to remember. 1. Reused names. Gupta kings reused names like Chandragupta and Kumaragupta to connect with their dynasty's past and reassure people. 2. Coins followed a pattern. The coins had similar designs, making them recognizable but hard for historians to identify the exact king. 3. Confusion for historians. It's hard to match coins or inscriptions to the right king because of reused names, incomplete inscriptions, and similar designs. 4. Coins are valuable clues. Despite the confusion, Gupta coins help us learn about the empire's economy, religion, and achievements. If you want to know more about Gupta coins, inscriptions, or any specific king, let me know, and I'll explain. Let's break everything down step by step, word by word, simplest possible way, like I'm teaching. I'll make sure there are no gaps, and I'll give examples to make it super clear. 1. Who started the Gupta dynasty? The Gupta dynasty was started by a king named Sri Gupta. We know about him from inscriptions, writings carved on stone, metal plates, or seals. These inscriptions refer to Sri Gupta with titles like Maharaja, a great king, Rajna, a ruler, Shri, a title of respect like honourable or esteemed. What's special about the title Shri? Some historians argue that Shri could either be 1. A title of respect, like saying His Majesty, 2. Part of his actual name, like Mr. Sri Gupta. This has been debated because we see Shri used with many names in ancient inscriptions.
Pashu. Evidence we have about Sri Gupta.
Coins and seal. A silver coin with Sri Gupta's name has been found. Seals, stamps made of metal or clay with his name have also been discovered. These are important because they prove that Sri Gupta was a real king and not just a mythical figure. 3. Who came after Sri Gupta? After Sri Gupta, his son Ghatotkacha became king. Ghatotkacha is also referred to as a Maharaj in inscriptions. However, we don't know much about him. No coins or seals with his name have been found yet. The inscriptions that mention him don't include the name Gupta, just Maharaj Ghatotkacha. Confusion about his name. There's another historical figure called Ghatotkacha Gupta, but he was the younger brother of Kumara Gupta A much later king. Historians have clarified that Maharaja Ghatotkacha and Ghatotkacha Gupta are two different people. 4. Titles used by Gupta kings. Gupta kings use several titles like 1. Raja, great king. 3. Maharajaraj, king of kings. Titles were often used interchangeably. For example, even the great king Samudragupta, who was known for his military victories, is called only Raja, king, on his Tiger Slayer coins, not Maharaja. This shows that the titles didn't always reflect the king's actual power or status. 5. Why titles confuse historians. Some historians, like Altekar, argued that if a king was called Maharaja instead of the grander title Maharaja Dvaraja, it might just be a mistake by the person writing the inscription. But this argument doesn't hold up because we see from many examples that Gupta kings often used different titles in different contexts. Example of titles being interchangeable. On copper plates, like the Pune and Rithpur plates to whom the queen named Prabhavati Gupta, the title Maharaj is used for her father. This wasn't a mistake, it was simply how titles were used during that time.
6.
Key points to remember. 1. Sri Gupta was the founder of the Gupta dynasty. He was called Maharaj and possibly Sri as a title or part of his name. 2. Ghatotkacha followed Sri Gupta but left behind very little evidence. No coins or seals with his name have been found. 3. Gupta kings used several titles like Raja, Maharaja and Maharajaraj, often interchangeably. This can confuse historians when studying inscriptions or coins. 4. A historian named Altekar thought some titles might have been mistakes by scribes, but evidence shows that Gupta kings used these titles flexibly and purposefully. 7. Why this matters. Understanding titles and inscriptions helps us learn about the hierarchy of kings and their power, identify which king ruled at a specific time, understand how the Gupta dynasty projected its authority. Coins, seals, and inscriptions are like puzzle pieces. When put together, they help us build a clearer picture of ancient Indian history. If you want more examples or have questions about specific kings, just ask. Alright, let's break it down step by step, word by word, in the simplest way possible so that even someone with no prior knowledge can fully understand it. I'll make this a masterpiece for you. 1. Who was Chandragupta I? Chandragupta I was the son of Ghatotkacha. He became the king of the Gupta dynasty in the 4th century AD, around the year 319 AD. 2. What is the Gupta era, GE? The Gupta era is a calendar system that started in 319 AD, the same year Chandragupta I became king. The Gupta kings used this system on their coins and inscriptions to mark years. 3. How do we know this date? This date, 319 AD, is mentioned in Jaina texts written in the 7th century, 300 years later. Jaina texts are religious writings from the Jainism tradition. 4. Why was Chandragupta I important? Chandragupta I became an important king because 1. He expanded the Gupta Empire. 2. He formed an important alliance by marrying Kumaradevi, a princess of the Lichavi clan. 5. Who were the Lichavis? The Lichavis were a powerful political group in eastern India. They had 1. Wealth, lots of money and resources. 2. Military strength, a strong army. 3. Influence, control over other regions. 6. Why was Chandragupta's marriage to Kumaradevi important? By marrying Kamaradevi, Chandragupta I got 1. Support from the Lichavis, 2. Military power to fight and conquer nearby regions, 3. Resources to strengthen his rule. Example: imagine a king today marrying into a powerful family that owns a large army and a lot of wealth. This marriage would make the king stronger and help him expand his kingdom. 7. Coins to celebrate the marriage. Chandragupta issued special gold coins called the king and queen type coins. These coins show Chandragupta and Kamaradevi together. This was to celebrate their marriage and show how important it was for the empire. 8. What happened to these coins later? Chandragupta's son, Samudragupta, became the next king. Samudragupta also issued the same king and queen type coins to honor his parents. 9. Why are these coins important? These coins tell us a lot about history. 1. They show how important the Lichavi alliance was to the Gupta dynasty. 2. They tell us that Chandragupta valued his marriage. 3. They confirm the Gupta kings used the Gupta era calendar, GE. Example: imagine if a country today printed special currency to celebrate an important event like an alliance or a historical moment. That currency would tell future historians about the event. 10. Why is Chandragupta I remembered? He is remembered because 1. He started the Gupta era, 319 AD. 2. His marriage to Kamaradevi gave him the power to build a strong empire. 3. His coins tell us about his success and alliances.
11.
Extra information. Chandragupta I's reign marked the beginning of the Gupta dynasty's golden age, which became one of the most powerful empires in ancient India. Coins, inscriptions, and texts help us piece together this history. Summary. Chandragupta I became king in 319 AD, starting the Gupta era. His marriage to the Lichavi princess Kamaradevi was key to his success because it gave him military strength and resources. To honor this marriage, he issued special coins that were later continued by his son, Samudragupta. These coins and alliances made Chandragupta I a very important figure in Indian history. Let me know if you'd like me to simplify it even more. Alright, let's go step by step in the simplest way so you understand everything fully. What are the king and queen type coins? These are special gold coins showing a king and a queen together. They were issued, made and used during the Gupta Empire. Who issued these coins? Many Gupta kings issued these coins, including 1. Chandragupta I, maybe. 2. Chandragupta II. 3.
Kumaragupta.
But historians argue over whether Chandragupta then actually issued them or not. 3. Why are historians arguing? Some historians say that Chandragupta I issued these coins. Others say these coins belong to Samudragupta, his son. This is because coins do not have dates, so it's hard to be sure who issued them first. 4. What do some historians believe? Bhandakar and Chabra, 2 famous historians, believe. 1. Chandragupta must have issued more than one type of coin. 2. A king who ruled for over 20 years would not issue just one type of coin, or none at all. Other historians like Jalan and Ellen Ravenbirn believe 1. Chandragupta I did not issue any coins. 2. Or he issued just one type of coin. 5. Why is it wrong to say Chandragupta I didn't issue coins? A king ruling for 20 years should have issued many coins. Coins help kings. 1. Show their power to the people. 2. Spread their name across the kingdom. 3. Use them for trade and economy. It doesn't make sense that a powerful king like Chandragupta I did not issue coins. 6. How can we find out the truth? Scientists and historians study coins carefully. They look at 1. Coin designs, how the symbols and images change over time. 2. Metal analysis, what kind of gold was used. 3. Where the coins were found, which places used them. By doing this, they can tell which coins are older and which king may have issued them first. 7. What will happen next? This argument about Chandragupta I's coins is still not settled. More studies are being done to prove 1. If he issued the king and queen type coins. 2. If he issued other coin types before Samudragupta became king. 8. Summary, super simple version. 1. King and queen type coins were used in the Gupta Empire. 2. Chandragupta II and Kumaragupta verse issued them for sure. 3. Historians argue whether Chandragupta issued them too. 4. Some say he issued many coins, others say he issued none or just one type. 5. New research using coin designs and metal analysis is trying to prove the truth. 9. Extra fun example to understand this easily. Imagine a country today where old coins are found. Some coins have a king's face, but no name or date on them. Now historians must guess who issued the coin. Some say the first king must have made them. Others say, no, maybe his son made them. To find the truth, scientists study the design and metal to see which coins are older. This is exactly what is happening with Chandragupta's coins. This is the most detailed yet simplest explanation possible. Let me know if you want even more simplification. Alright, let's go step by step in the simplest way so you understand everything fully. What are the king and queen type coins? These are special gold coins showing a king and a queen together. They were issued, made and used during the Gupta Empire. Who issued these coins? Many Gupta kings issued these coins, including 1. Chandragupta thus, maybe. 2. Chandragupta II. 3.
Kumaragupta.
But historians argue over whether Chandragupta then actually issued them or not. 3. Why are historians arguing? Some historians say that Chandragupta I issued these coins. Others say these coins belong to Samudragupta, his son. This is because coins do not have dates, so it's hard to be sure who issued them first. 4. What do some historians believe? Bhandakar and Chabra, two famous historians, believe. 1. Chandragupta must have issued more than one type of coin. 2. A king who ruled for over 20 years would not issue just one type of coin, or none at all. Other historians like Jalan and Ellen Ravenbling believe 1. Chandragupta Vans did not issue any coins. 2. Or he issued just one type of coin. 5. Why is it wrong to say Chandragupta I didn't issue coins? A king ruling for 20 years should have issued many coins. Coins help kings. 1. Show their power to the people. 2. Spread their name across the kingdom. 3. Use them for trade and economy. It doesn't make sense that a powerful king like Chandragupta I did not issue coins. 6. How can we find out the truth? Scientists and historians study coins carefully. They look at 1. Coin designs, how the symbols and images change over time. 2. Metal analysis, what kind of gold was used. 3. Where the coins were found, which places used them. By doing this, they can tell which coins are older and which king may have issued them first. 7. What will happen next? This argument about Chandragupta I's coins is still not settled. More studies are being done to prove 1. If he issued the king and queen type coins. 2. If he issued other coin types before Samudragupta became king. 8. Summary, super simple version. 1. King and queen type coins were used in the Gupta Empire. 2. Chandragupta II and Kumaragupta verse issued them for sure. 3. Historians argue whether Chandragupta issued them too. 4. Some say he issued many coins, others say he issued none or just one type. 5. New research using coin designs and metal analysis is trying to prove the truth. 9. Extra fun example to understand this easily. Imagine a country today where old coins are found. Some coins have a king's face, but no name or date on them. Now historians must guess who issued the coin. Some say the first king must have made them. Others say, no, maybe his son made them. To find the truth, scientists study the design and metal to see which coins are older. This is exactly what is happening with Chandragupta's coins. This is the most detailed yet simplest explanation possible. Let me know if you want even more simplification. Alright, let's break this down step by step in the simplest way possible, like a world's best teacher explaining to a child with no prior knowledge. Number 1. Who was Samudragupta I? Samudragupta I was a king from the Gupta dynasty. He ruled India in the mid-4th century AD, around the 300s AD. He was one of India's greatest kings. He was not just a warrior, but also a poet and musician. He is remembered as a conqueror, a wise leader, and a patron of arts and culture. Number 2. How do we know about him? Exact date when he became king, but we know about him from 1. Numismatic evidence, old coins with his name and image. 2. Epigraphic evidence, old inscriptions, writings on stones and pillars that tell his story. 3. The most important inscription is the Allahabad pillar inscription. 3. What did he do? He conquered many regions and made his empire very large. His rule covered North India, like Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, Central India, like Malwa, Eastern India, like Bengal, parts of Northwest India up to Lahore and Karnal. His empire included both kingdoms and tribal states. Some areas he conquered through war, and some accepted his rule peacefully. 4. Why was he a great king? A. Military power. He had a strong army and won many battles. His empire became one of the biggest in ancient India. Peace and stability. Because he united many regions, his empire was stable and peaceful. This helped in the growth of trade, economy, and culture. B. Religion and culture. He revived old Hindu traditions. He performed the Ashvamedha Yajna, a grand Vedic ritual to show his power. He issued special Ashvamedha coins to celebrate this event. 5. Art and literature. He was a poet and musician. He supported art, music, and learning. Many gold coins from his rule show different designs and stories about his empire. Number 5. What was the Ashvamedha Yajna? Ashvamedha Yajna was a grand Vedic ritual in ancient India. A horse was set free to roam in different kingdoms. If a king did not stop the horse, it meant he accepted Samudragupta as his ruler. If a king challenged the horse, there was war. Samudragupta's Ashvamedha coins show he successfully completed this ritual and became Maharaja, great king of kings. Why is Samudragupta important in history? Empire powerful, famous. He created a strong and united India. His time is called the Golden Age of India because of peace, progress, and prosperity. 7. Summary. Super simple version. 1. Samudragupta was a great the Gupta Empire. 2. He won many battles and expanded his empire. 3. He ruled most of India, north, central, and east. 4. He was a warrior, poet, and musician. 5. His rule brought peace, economic growth, and culture. 6. He performed Ashvamedha Yajna to prove his power. His gold coins tell us about his victories and achievements. 8. Extra fun example to understand this easily. Imagine a school where there are many classrooms. One strong and smart student who decides to become the leader of all classrooms. Some students agree and join him peacefully. Some students fight him, but he wins the fight. He brings rules, peace, and unity to the whole school. He also stuck in poetry competitions for fun. He prints his name on school certificates, like his gold coins. Because of him, the whole school becomes famous and great. This is the most perfect and explanation. Let me know if you want even more simplification. Alright, I will explain this step by step, using very simple words and real-life examples so that even a child with zero knowledge can understand. Let's begin. Who was Ramagupta? 1. Ramagupta was the eldest son of a powerful king named Samudragupta. 2. In old times, the eldest son usually became the next king. 3. But in Ramagupta's case, things were not so simple. What was Ramagupta's job before becoming king? 1. Before becoming king, Ramagupta was sent to govern a city called Vidisha. 2. Vidisha was an important place for trade and religion in India. 3. The Gupta kings always sent their princes there to prepare them for ruling the empire in the future. 4. So Ramagupta was in training to become the next king. What happened after Samudragupta's death? One day, Samudragupta died. 2. Now, the throne kingship was empty and someone had to become the new king. 3. Ramagupta was the eldest, so he thought he should be king. 4. But his younger brother Chandragupta II wanted to be king too. 5. A fight for the throne started between the two brothers. How did Ramagupta try to prove he was the real king? 1. Ramagupta did not accept Chandragupta II as king. 2. So he declared himself as king in Malwa, a region in India. 3. To prove he was king, he started making gold coins. 4. But instead of using his real name, Ramagupta, he used the name Kachagupta, or Kacha, on the coins. 5. Why? Because in history, many kings changed their names when they became rulers to show their power and new identity. How do we know he was not fully accepted as king? 1. In old times, kings had special symbols to prove they were the real rulers. 2. The Gupta kings used a special flag called Garudaja, a flag with an eagle called Garuda. 3. But Ramagupta's first coin did not have the Garudaja. 4. Instead, his coins showed a different symbol called Chakradvaja, a flag with a wheel on top. A flag with an on top. This means that at first he was not fully in control of the empire. When did he fully control the throne? 1. Around AD 382 to 383, Ramagupta finally took full control of the Gupta Empire. 2. How do we know? Because now his gold coins started showing the Garuda-dhvaja, the eagle flag. 3. This proved that he was now the official ruler of the Gupta dynasty. What happened between Ramagupta and Chandragupta II? 1. Chandragupta II did not give up. He wanted to be king. 2. Some historians say that Chandragupta II fought against Ramagupta and won. 3. Others believe that Ramagupta was a weak king and Chandragupta II had to take over to make the empire strong again. 4. There is even a story that Chandragupta II killed Ramagupta and married his wife. Let's understand this with a simple story. Imagine a big school. 1. There is a principal, Samudragupta I, who runs a big school, the Gupta Empire. 2. The principal retires, dies, and now someone must become the new principal, king. 3. He has 2 sons who both want the position. The elder son, Ramagupta, who was trained for the job. The younger son, Chandragupta II, who is very ambitious. 4. The younger brother, Chandragupta II, takes control of the school. 5. The elder brother, Ramagupta, does not agree, so he starts his own group of students, his own kingdom in Malwa. 6. To prove he is the real leader, Ramagupta makes his own school ID cards, gold coins. 7. But at first, his ID cards do not have the official school logo, Garuda-dhvaja, the eagle flag. Later, when he fully controls the school, he adds the official school logo to his ID cards. 9. But in the end, the younger brother, Chandragupta II, wins and takes full control.
Summary, easiest version.
1. Ramagupta was the eldest son of Samudragupta and was supposed to be king. 2. But his younger brother, Chandragupta II, took over instead. 3. Ramagupta declared himself king in Malwa and issued gold coins under the name Kachagupta Kacha. 4. At first his coins did not have the official Gupta symbol, Garuda-dhvaja, the eagle flag. 5. Around AD 382 to 383, his coins started showing the eagle flag, proving he was now in full control. 6. But later Chandragupta II overthrew him and became the real king of the Gupta Empire. This is the most detailed and easiest explanation anyone can give. Let me know if you want even more details or examples. The story of Ramagupta, Kacha and Chandragupta II, explained step by step in the simplest, like teaching a young child. 1. Who were these people? In ancient India, there was a powerful dynasty called the Gupta dynasty. He was the elder brother and the king first. Kacha, this was another name used by Ramagupta. Chandragupta II, he was the younger brother of Ramagupta. 2. Ramagupta becomes king, but he is weak. Ramagupta became the king of the Gupta dynasty, but he was not as strong. He could not protect his kingdom properly. Chandragupta II was ambitious and wanted power. Chandragupta II did not wait for his turn to be king. He took the throne by force. 3. Ramagupta declares himself king in Malwa. After losing power, Ramagupta ran away to a place called Malwa, but he still called himself king there. To prove he was king, he started using the name Kacha. Now, people were confused. Was Ramagupta still king, or was Chandragupta II the real king? Coins tell the story. In ancient times, kings made coins with their symbols. The Gupta kings had a special flag symbol on their coins. This was called Garuda Dhvaja, a flag with Garuda, the eagle of Lord Vishnu. But Kacha's coins did not have the Garuda Dhvaja. Instead, his coins had a wheel symbol, Chakradhvaja. This means he was not fully accepted as the real king yet.
5.
Ramagupta Kacha becomes the official king again. Around AD 382 to 383, Ramagupta took full control of the Gupta throne again. Now his coins finally had the Garuda Dhvaj. This meant he was now the true emperor. 6. But his rule was very short. Historians found only 3 gold coins with the Garuda Dhvaja and his name. This means he was king for a very short time.
7.
Chandragupta II kills his brother. Chandragupta II assassinated, killed his elder brother Ramagupta, Kacha. After killing him, Chandragupta II became king in AD 383. He also married Ramagupta's wife, Dhruvadevi. 8. Why did Chandragupta II kill his brother? There are 2 possible reasons. 1, he wanted the throne. He was ambitious and wanted to be king. 2, he wanted Ramagupta's wife, Dhruvadevi. Some say he was in love with her. Maybe both reasons were true. 9. Proof from an old copper plate. A Rashtrakuta king named Amoghavasha later wrote about this event. He recorded it on a copper plate called the Sanjan copper plate. The plate says, Chandragupta II killed his brother. He took his brother's throne. He married his brother's wife. This shows that Chandragupta II's actions were seen as shameful. 10. Why is this important? This story shows how power struggles happened in ancient India. It proves that not all rulers became kings in a fair way. It also teaches us that in politics, power is more important than family. Simple example to understand this story. Imagine you and your younger brother have a toy car. 1, you are the elder brother, so you get the toy first. 2, but you are not strong enough to keep it safe. 3, your younger brother wants the toy and takes it from you. 4, you run away to another corner of the house and still call yourself the owner. 5, after some time you manage to take back the toy. 6, but soon after, your younger brother fights again, and this time he defeats you completely. 7, he takes the toy and also takes your favorite snack. In this case, you, Ramagupta, Kacha, your younger brother equals Chandragupta II, the toy, the Gupta throne, the snack equals Ramagupta's wife. Final summary, step-by-step recap. 1, Ramagupta Kacha became king but was weak. 2, his younger brother took the throne. 3, tried to fight back but his rule was short. 4, Chandragupta II killed him and married his wife. 5, Chandragupta II became a great king later. 6, coins and old writings prove this story. Extra information. Who was Chandragupta II later? Chandragupta II later became one of the greatest Gupta kings. He was called Vikramaditya, meaning the son of power. He ruled a large empire and defeated many enemies. Even though he killed his own brother, he became a famous and successful king. The most important lesson. In history, many kings fought for power, even if it meant killing family members. Not all kings were noble and kind. Power was more important than family or emotions. But history remembers only the winners, not the losers.